morning to the grind. Good morning to you. Good morning. Amazing morning. Another fresh morning. Another opportunity. Another new day. Another new way. Another chance to put the best foot forward towards what we want in our lives, man. This is the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. I'm KeJohnna Owens. It's an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to be able to project something positive to the world in the morning to get your day started. Man, it's early, right? Well, not so much so to some of us that say, man, you know what? Somebody that wants what I have or wants what I want may sleep in a little bit later today. And I may be able to get just a little bit closer to the winning point just by putting a little bit more effort into what I want. That's what it's all about. That's the grind. That's that Grindology 101 mentality that says, you know, I get to put an effort towards what I want that nobody can govern. I got my own work ethic. I got my own character about what I do. I got my own pursuit for how I want to get to where I want to get to. And guess what else? I get to. You get to. You don't have to. You get to. This morning, this topic today. You can't become the person you were meant to be by remaining the person you are. Man, I've already been on a training this morning. Part of that training really resonated with me on that, especially for the fellas. You know, we don't want to change. You know, we always, you know, I've always been who I am. That's what you hear. You know, this how I've always been. This how it is, and all those other things, man. But that's great. That's great. I was how I was at 20 years old. That young man there is far different from the man I've become. And how would I still remain in the mindset of a 20-year-old man when I'm not going to get my age up. But when I'm old enough now, you know, to know a little bit better, because I know now what I didn't know then. So now that we know what we didn't know then, it's upon us to apply the new information to a new direction. So if you want to become something you've never been, I want to become something I've never been. I don't know where it goes to, but he gave me the ability to continue to develop. He gave us all the ability to decide if we want to put an effort towards what he put in us to create. The problem is that we sometimes want someone else to see it or validate it or stamp it as something that you could do or something that you could be or something that you could subscribe to do the work to become. Yeah, subscribe to the work to be the person that you could become, meaning I'm going to go to that class. I'm going to read that book. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to follow the system. I'm going to be a little bit earlier. I'm going to stay a little bit later. And it's the same resonating message everywhere you go and anything you do. Because everything you do and everywhere you go, there's only one person there with you. That's you. That's you. You are everywhere you go. And you are everything that you do. Let's take that in right now today, man. Today, if you see something so fit that you say, you know what, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to make it happen. I got some goals. It's a little bit scary. I got some passions to create my company, my idea, my concept, my network, my business, my team, my company, whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, let's go do it. It's the morning grind. Let's get to it.
One of the biggest contradictions of massive success is when people go to their moms, their dads, their brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend. They say, listen, one day the world's going to know who I am. One day I will have a Ferrari, the Lambo, the Rolls, the Bentley, the big house, the cars, the backyard with the big swimming pool and an elevator. I'm going to put the biggest parties. I'm going to be a millionaire one day. Yet, instead of staying at the office on Friday night, you call your friends and you go party. Instead of waking up Saturday morning to go to the gym, you sleep until 10 o'clock. Instead of reading the book on Sundays, you kick back and watch movies all day long. The reality is very simple. Those who win big, they do 4 things right. They sleep, sweat, grind, repeat. And they do it over and over and over again until their dreams become a reality.
If you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness.
You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life. No matter what life throws at you, it's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%.
You still must grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind. I don't want to do half the shit I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me on a dark alley, run at 1 o'clock in the morning, know one thing, I was grinding.
Every single day when you wake up, you got 2 options. You can look at the clock and hit the snooze. You can look at that snooze button, boom. You can hit the snooze button and go back to bed and dream about what you want to have. Or you can look at that snooze button, kick that clock and get up and go pursue your dreams.
You need to walk through the mud of life, guys, if you ever want to get to the higher ground. That higher ground is where you look in the mirror and have respect, and you went through the work, the sweat equity of it all. And the end product is something you travel, a legacy of life, that you put your signature to, that means something. You're not speaking hollow words. You're backing those motherfuckers up with that.
That's what lions do. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions hunt. That's what we do for a living.
I still grind. I love the grind. If you're competing in one of my businesses, I'm going to kick your ass because I'm going to outgrind you.
You have to be willing to work in places people don't see.
While the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working.
There's a motherfucker out there who wants what you have, who wants the position you are, who wants the job you have, who wants the wife that you have, or the husband. There's someone out there hungry and wants everything you can have. So make that a motivation for you.
And mental toughness says, not only do I climb that doggone mountain, I enjoy climbing the mountain. I get a kick out the mountain. I get a kick out the weights. I get a kick out of fatigue. I get a kick out of the grind. I get a kick out of it. You take advantage of this opportunity. You let everything else go. You eat different. You study different. You practice different. We don't have forever. Let's not act like it. We're all going to die. And so I don't act like I'm going to live forever. So every opportunity I get, I murder it. Process driven. I love it. I'm about that life. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. When I want to get up, when I don't. When I feel like it and I don't feel like, why? Because I'm process driven. I'm not feelings driven. Champions are not feeling driven. Champions don't get up when they want to. And if we're going to be champions, process driven. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
Man, it's funny sometimes. It's funny sometimes. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, man. That fires me up. My alarm is something like that. I rarely get to hear it because I wake up before my alarm by some kind of, I don't know, osmosis default. I don't know if that's even the term, but I'm passionate about the new day. I don't know. I get dreams or not dreams. They're more visions. They're probably pictures or images of projects. I got so much on my mind to create. I just recently saw a reel. It was pretty cool. Man said, there's 2 things I do. I think about the work that I do, and I do the work that I think about doing. That's about it. When I'm not even doing the work, it's in your mind. If you're that kind of person, man, it's something drawing you towards something. It's something drawing you towards something. Something powerful. Something life-changing. Something inspiring to others. Something that can encourage someone else. And generally, it's about other people, but coming through you. And that's weird. That's where people don't really get it. You show up and you do things that other people won't do. It's something about you. It's just you. That's how you do. You do you wherever you go. And you find yourself in situations where sometimes you may not be received as well as you think you should. You're different. You're different, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being different. Walk in your difference. Walk in your difference. Why not? It's your splendor. It's your drive. It's your grind. It's your energy towards how you present what you do. You work at the dump, man. How come your area is always neat and clean? Man, your uniform is clean every day. You polite. You have an attitude of gratitude all the time. You got a mentality, a smile about yourself, a style about yourself, a consistency about yourself. Things that are repellent to some that's going to totally repel them. They don't, because they don't need to be in your way. Sometimes they just remove people by your personality, your commitment is just something that other people just, you don't have to do all that. And what it is they don't want to do it. They don't do that extra work. Here, I'm going to give it to you like this. Back in school, so I didn't do well in school. I was not the A student. I'm certainly not that. I'm on the other side of the spectrum. So when they graded on a scale, and I was in a scenario where most of us were on the other side of the spectrum, those that came in and did all the work and all the homework, they messed up the scale. So obviously, who likes that person? They make you work. They make you pay attention to detail. They make you start to show up, and you call them a suck up. You call them a kiss. Man, so you call them, why you got to do all that? That's what we say about that kind of person. Because that kind of person has a different kind of tenacity, a different kind of drive, a different kind of commitment that when you're in the comfort, which I was in school, that's uncomfortable. You don't like that person. That person always coming to work early. That person always trying to do the extra work. That person always talking about some overtime. That person is always talking about let's do more. Not trying to get out of things, but trying to get into things that make a difference. You signed up to be a volunteer, but you don't show up to volunteer. But that person does. Why they always showing up? If nobody had shown up, we could all sit in the same situation. But Gail showed up again. Can't stand Gail. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. So I would say to you, be the person that not only shows up for your own success, that totally brings a spirit of excellence in everything you do. The transition for me, from whence I came. From whence I came. From way back from behind. Another story. But from whence I came, the process of it, if you look back, if we all were to look back at the process of whence we came, you say, man, I got somewhere. I got somewhere. You've got somewhere. And somehow, some way, you're still here. Somehow, some way, you still have a vision. Somehow, some way, you see something you could be in your life. Somehow, some way, from whatever circumstance you faced, you've overcome. And somehow, some way, there's something different about you that many times we just don't apply because sometimes it's embarrassing. Give you a point. So I show up to meetings, I'm prepared. I might be the only one in the suit. Earlier in my career, that was embarrassing. But you know who I started to meet? The other guy that also had on a suit that was, or resonated with the professionalism, or saw a vision of what they could be, that they wish they would have done. You never know what impact you could have on somebody else's life that may not say anything to you. Just like this podcast. Someone somewhere gets something with everything we bring to the world. It could be positive, it could be negative. We have a choice to decide what we project. I choose to project positivity, consistency, dedication, loyalty, all the tenets that I would say that are characters of success. Man, that's what we should stand for. And if you have a dream that's so scary you don't want to tell people about it, because it's hard for them to believe. You know why it's hard for them to believe? Sometimes we can't believe it ourselves, that we can live a life and have a lifestyle, because life is what we all have. Lifestyle is how we choose to live it. Life is what we all have. Lifestyle is how we choose to live it. So what if we chose to live the lifestyle that he's given us the ability to create for ourselves? And that's your own vision. Let's talk about what it takes to get that lifestyle. Stand by.
If you're going through a hard time right now, if you've gone backwards instead of forwards in your life, if you're not where you want to be, or not where you expected to be at this point in your life, if you're going through a setback right now, I want you to know one thing. The comeback is always greater than the setback. No matter how low you've fallen, you can get back up. No matter how deep the hole, you can dig your way out. Pick up your shovel and decide to fight for your life. If you decide your life will be different from this moment forward, it can be different. But you have to decide. Most people don't put the brakes on. They let their out-of-control vehicle, their life, keep rolling down the hill. You have to put the brakes on. You must figure out how you are going to get yourself back up that hill. Don't let your life spiral out of control. You are better than that. You are more than this moment in time. Wake up, get up, and let's get started. I've been down too. I've been there. We've all been there. The hole keeps getting deeper. The debt keeps getting bigger. The challenges seem to keep coming. It all seems too much. It is not too much. You are capable of overcoming every challenge in your life right now. If you decide to, you have comeback written all over you. You've overcome adversity before. You've faced challenges before. You are still here. Keep fighting. You have to design a new life, one so strong that you can't get in the deep hole anymore. There will always be the potholes of life, but you are capable of creating a new you that doesn't need a shovel anymore. Once you are finished, there will be no deep holes to dig yourself out of. No major comebacks will be needed after this one. This is your last comeback story. Work so hard creating the new version of you that everyone has no choice but to say no one deserves it more than you. They'll say no one worked harder than you, so no one deserves it more than you. Work that hard. This is your last comeback story. Become obsessed with your life. What can you do better? Take ownership of that. All of it. Be honest with yourself. There will be no comeback for anyone that is lying to themselves. If you're in a crappy situation, that is on you. Pick up that shovel and dig your way out. The comeback is on. And it starts with the truth. How hard have you been working? Can you work harder? If you said no, what else are you lying about? Work hard. Can you work smarter? Work smarter. Can you cut some things out of your life that are taken away rather than adding to the quality of your life? Do it. Make that decision. Cut all negativity out of your life. Focus on what you can do. Maximize your time every day in learning and taking action. Everything you can do that will lead to a new, better version of you. It's comeback time. And the comeback is going to be far greater than the setback.
Express Marketing Solutions presents your virtual video podcast studio. Let the Success Express team help bring your podcasting dreams to life. Here's what we do. We help you come up with show ideas, design graphics for your show, set up your podcast studio, and run the back end of your show. So what do? Be ready for your show. Make sure your guests are ready. Log into the virtual studio, turn your cameras on, and go. Not sure you're ready to go live on a monthly or a weekly basis? You can get the Try Us Out Success Special. It's only $97 with free design setup. All you got to do is try us out, and I guarantee you're going to want more. So get set up today with your virtual video podcast studio from Success Express Marketing Solutions. So go online to Success Express MKTG, and we'll get you set up today. Sign up now and get our free ebook, Modern Podcasting, that'll teach you all the techniques you need to know to get your podcast started today.
We invite you to be a part of the Megamix Business Expo. This premier event is designed specifically for forward-thinking entrepreneurs, offering a unique platform to connect, learn, and evolve.
Success Express Marketing Solutions. Love what we do. Love how we help people. Love the access to the information that we have. Connecting those dots to success. You want to get your podcast on, I'll definitely help you do that. You want to get your business on, that's definitely where I want to help you do that. And if you want to win for yourself and your family, don't allow distractions to distract you. We're going to do one on that. Don't allow distractions to distract you. You got to focus. You got some goals, and bigger than just the goals is the reason why that are attached to the goals, like your family. They may think this, that, or the other, or the third about you, why you're going through what you have to go through to get to where you got to get to. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you stay diligent to it. The gift, the vision, the idea, the concept, even the work ethic, everything that was given to you for a purpose only that was given to you. So what matters not is what someone else may think about what you have to do, or what you design to do, or what you're passionate about doing, because you want to become a person that you could be proud of. You want to become a person that you were created to become. So as you work toward becoming the person that you want to be, you can become the person that you were meant to be by remaining the person that we are. We got to, get into some other things, man, to get us to another way, another step in the process. That process, man, is a trip. It's hard. It's daunting. This is the caveat to the hardship of it all. You get to choose your own hard. We get to choose the hard. So it's hard dealing with the boss at work, but that's a choice to deal with that hard. It's hard to own your own business and have to make it happen because there's no Friday paycheck, but you have the vision for it. So you choose that hard. You choose whatever hard. It's hard to have the boss at work and then the success after work. And people telling you that you can't do a thing because you never done a thing. So the people that have done a thing that they had never done before became a person that they had never been before. Anybody that's done anything that's been significant enough for us to see it on TV, read it in the book, watch it on the show, hear about it on the radio, whatever it is, they did a thing that they thought they may not have been able to do while they were doing it. They made a commitment that was uncommon, that eventually they became a person that they hadn't been. Man, let's get on to the other side. If you're having an idea, concept, something that you want to do it. If you signed up for the team, be on it. If you signed up for the business, do it. Just do it. Put your mindset on doing it. The do part is D-O, the do. D-O, do it. Not even the phrase, just do it. I'm talking about do it. Do it. What else can you do but do it? You got to do it. There's no other way around it but to do it. And as I always say, apply the level of the work you do to match the level of the faith you have. That's powerful right there. That's powerful. Take that home with you. Apply the level of the work you do to match the level of the faith you have. If you have a high level of faith, apply a high level of work. If you have a high level of work and even a low level of faith, keep doing the work. The faith will grow. Man, take that with you. We'll see you on the other side. Have an amazing day on purpose. It's been the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. It's KeJohnna Owens. We'll see you on the other side. Have an amazing day.